Dale. Dale.
Yo. What's up, y'all? Go home. Dale. We said Dale.
It's a Dale. They did something completely different.
Hey, Dad.
I heard it in the
Daylight
headphones.
come and we wanna go home. Dad, we said Dale.
You got crackers everywhere.
Daylight come and we wanna go home.
Dale. We said Dale. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Dale. We said Dale.
Daylight come and we wanna go home.
That's right, baby.
Dad.
As you can see, Cease has been introduced to Beetlejuice.
Dad.
And he loves it. What up, peeps?
What up, y'all?
You guys, really quick, let's shout out to the people that sent us this pillow.
Yes. Mia.
Tell me that this is not the cutest pillow ever. It says "Let's make out," and then on the other side it says "Not tonight."
Which we'll never be using that side.
Please put that on that side right now, Shad.
Nope.
Actually, we do need to be taking advantage. Trying to get this baby up out of here, okay? So yes, shout out to Mia, also known as Majestic Curl.
Yes, yes.
No, I said that wrong. Marvelously Curly. I just made up a whole new name.
Just gave her a nickname. Yes,
I did. Thank you for sending us the pillow. It's perfect.
It is really cool.
Yeah. So
thank you very much.
Let's get started. Are you ready?
Yes.
I should be recording.
Do we know what we're talking about?
I thought we were talking about gold.
Okay, good. All right, you ready? What it do?
What up?
Happy 2018.
Welcome to 2018, guys. Starting already. See? Welcome to the Let's Make Out podcast also. Where we do what?
We make out all things love, life, and laughter.
The point of it all.
If we don't have love and nothing else really matters.
Highs and the lows, see the joy that it brings. Gay Babe TV coming at ya.
We got it locked.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, wrong platform. This
yes. All right.
But if you've never heard our song before, we're going to put a link in the comment section.
Yes.
So you guys can check it out. You can purchase it on iTunes.
That's right.
You know, support us and all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
All right, let's get it started.
Let's do it.
That was supposed to be a fade out.
Yeah, that was a fade out point.
What is going on, you guys?
What? 2018 is what's going on.
I can't believe that it's 2018.
It is the craziest thing ever to think that it's 2018.
I feel like 2017 was the quickest year ever. Like, don't you feel like it went by super quick?
Super duper quick. I think
why?
Sitting there looking, I think with so much. We had we did some traveling.
We did.
Gay Babe TV, it was popping. Thanks to the peeps. We appreciate y'all. As always, we love y'all.
Absolutely.
And then Baby Girl.
Yeah.
And just all of that together, I think, created this, I don't know, just feels like time warp.
I know. It just went really quick. So
it's crazy.
Maybe we're not alone. Did 2017 go by very, very fast for you? Let us know. If it didn't, you can also let us know that.
Exactly.
But it was a great year.
Great year.
Like, overall, I think that it was a really, really good year for us.
Absolutely.
And
great year.
Looking forward to what this year has in store.
This year is gonna be crazy. This is like a new everything this year.
What you mean I knew everything?
Because we doing everything. I mean, everything's still like. So if y'all have been listening to the podcast, obviously I took on a new position.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, obviously this is going to be the first year of doing that.
True.
And then baby girl, we'll have 2 kids. We were just talking about earlier. I was like, which side do you want the car seat? And,
yeah, I've been researching, trying to figure that out. And then she was sitting there,
well, maybe I'll just sit between them. I'm like, you gonna sit between our 2 kids?
We're gonna have 2 kids. We're officially gonna be a family of 4.
I mean, we officially a family of 4 now.
Well, if you count Oscar,
was she in the belly though?
Oh, what? No, but officially a family.
Out the belly,
like,
out the womb.
I don't think it counts.
Womb service.
I don't think it counts when she's still in there. So yes, we're about to officially be a family of 4.
It's so exciting.
Family of 5 if you count O-Face, who is our dog.
Yes,
he was in between.
And let me clarify. It is O-Face.
Yeah, just the letter O.
Because his name is Oscar.
Yeah.
So we say O-Face.
A lot of people think that we're saying old face. He does kind of have an old man face. He does. So it could go either way, but when we say it, we're saying O-Face.
We're saying O-Face like the inappropriate O-Face.
What does that mean?
O-Face.
I was like, what?
O-Face, like O-Face.
Why does the O-Face have to be inappropriate though?
Well, it's not inappropriate, but
hopefully y'all grown.
Yeah.
Listening.
Yeah. Apologies if you're not.
If you're not, you don't even know what we're talking about. Exactly. So
don't worry. We're talking about our dog. Don't worry about it.
If you're new here, thank you for listening. Yes. I want to tell you guys where you can follow us. We officially have a URL for YouTube. Yes. So if you want to watch this, madness that we have going on here, you can go to youtube.com/Let's Make Out Podcast.
Yeah, check it out.
And you can keep up with us on Instagram and Facebook at Let's Make Out Podcast. Yeah. And then you can tweet us at Let's Make Out Pod.
That's right. And then if you forget all of those and you didn't write any of them down, we can give you a moment to write them down. No, go to GabeBabeTV.com.
Yeah, and it'll all be there.
And you got everything. Everything about Gabe and Babe is all there. So check it out.
By the way, I'm Gabrielle, also known as Gabe.
Oh, and I'm Chad, also known as Babe.
I don't think we did that.
Yeah.
See, we're coming into the new year struggling already.
City.
Man.
But Gabriel's feeling better. Last time we talked to you, she was not feeling good.
You guys, thank you for all of your well wishes and suggestions and everything, you guys. I am on the up and up.
I'd say she's probably about 85% there.
Yeah, I was just about to say I feel about 85%. So
she looks a lot more energetic. Like, she's been so tired.
Oh my goodness.
Between being pregnant and being sick
on top of that. It's like the worst combination ever. But I'm feeling much better. My voice doesn't sound as raspy. Some of you may miss the sexiness. But I'm glad that it's gone. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's gone. But let me tell you what's not gone.
What?
Is Alabama's hopes for the national championship, y'all. In case you don't know, roll tide, roll. In case y'all don't know, I am a huge Alabama fan. Therefore, my wife is a huge Alabama fan. And Chad Jr., baby girl, Oscar, and anybody else that steps in my foot in my house, they don't know it, but they are instantly become Alabama fans. Yeah, so last night they played in the Sugar Bowl against Clemson, and they took care of business, 24-6. Took care of business.
Yes.
So
he was so excited.
So excited. So they play in the national championship on the 8th. So by the time we have the next podcast, I will tell you, hopefully, that they won the national championship.
Yes.
And I will tell you.
I hope that they win the national championship because I don't want to deal with them losing, okay? I don't want to deal with it. But I will say that if they do lose, at least you're gonna get a darter. Like, hey, that's something happy. So,
but I have a good feeling because I told her when we had Chad Jr. in 2013, that was the same year that Alabama won the national championship. If I remember correctly, Alabama won the national championship that year. Miami Heat won the NBA title that year, and we had baby boy. So this time, I'm like, baby girl and Alabama national championship. Miami Heat ain't winning nothing. But
I'm about to say, do you even check? You don't even check for them no more.
No, I do. I still keep up with
them. Do you?
Yeah.
They used to be Babe's favorite.
They're still my favorite team.
Are they?
Yeah. I keep up with them.
I thought that
they don't show a lot of their games on TV right now. It's really hard to get Miami Heat games.
See, I don't know anything about sports. I honestly thought that you loved Miami because of D Wade.
No, I love Miami from Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway.
Yes.
I knew that. Wait, I knew that because every time somebody, when he was a Miami fan, it was like LeBron, D Wade, and he's like, no, I've been a fan since Tim Hardaway.
I'm a D Wade fan currently, but yeah, Tim Hardaway.
But you still love Miami.
I love Miami Heat. Yeah. I would still love to see Miami Heat. Yeah, I keep up with him. Waiters, he's playing some ball. I mean, obviously, Whiteside is a little bit hurt right now. Dragic's a little bit hurt. So I keep up with the team, but they're just not playing up to. But they're still playing some good basketball.
Yeah.
But this year I've been trying. I'm saying, you know what? Let me give my hometown home team some love. So shout out to the Pacers. Yeah. I really enjoy watching Victor Oladipo. So I'm glad he's here. I'm glad Paul George is gone. Peace out. PG. And no, you can just see the excitement for them playing basketball again. Yeah. I feel like last year we were trying to figure out why they were playing so like they didn't enjoy the game. Well, I think it was Paul George. Paul George wanted to roll out. He wanted to go to a different team, which is great. I mean, I wish him all the luck in the world.
But you think it changed like the morale?
I think he brought the morale down because he was the leader of the team. Yeah. And when you don't want to be there, you bring the morale down.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now that he's gone, they're playing with a whole new fire. I mean, a whole new fire. Yeah. And I love it. So I've been enjoying watching the Pacers games. I've been able to go to one. The big one where PG came back in town. That was fun. But yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to turn this into a sports podcast.
Yeah, so
because I'm like,
she's
okay, moving right along. Those are for all of the male listeners out there. And it's, you know what? I ain't even going to say that because it's probably some female listeners that love the basketball and sports and stuff too.
I've been trying to convert Gabriel for the longest.
You know, the crazy thing is that I used to love basketball. I used to watch basketball games with Nana and Pawpaw all the time. And this was back in the day, you know, when like the Pacers was playing like the Knicks and MJ was playing the Bulls.
That was one of the best times in the NBA.
You know what I'm saying? Those games were really exciting, and I guess as I've gotten older, I just
those games back in the day
haven't really gotten into
basketball. I love basketball now, but basketball was different back when we were kids. When you had Reggie Miller versus the Jordans,
Jordan.
You know, I mean,
what was the guy that looked like Ewok? What's it? Ain't that horrible?
Oh, you talking about Patrick Ewing?
Yes. Lord forgive me because that's so wrong.
The Knicks back in the day.
But yes.
That was a fun time to watch basketball. Heck, even my parents watched those Pacers games versus the Knicks just because you rooted for your home team. You know, to beat the Knicks and the Pacers were enemies, and it was so fun to watch. But yeah,
so maybe one day I'll get back.
She'll get back. I'm gonna get her. So I'm gonna get her converted.
So let's see. I was going to ask you how your week has been, but it's only Tuesday right now.
It's only Tuesday.
When we're recording this.
But we are recording this a day ahead of what we normally record. I know. So my week's going great because we are ahead of schedule.
I know. Here lately we've been recording on Wednesday and then we have to like edit everything and get it up for the next day. We still don't have any in the pocket for when baby girl gets here. We haven't gotten that advanced yet. But hopefully this week we'll be able to record a couple more so we can have them to release in the next couple of weeks once she gets here. But what are we talking about today? Yeah,
so I mean, really, we didn't come with like a, you know, we're gonna talk about this certain subject. Yeah. But we wanted just to kind of, it's the new year. You guys know that. I mean, if you didn't know, we've been telling you all throughout this podcast. It is 2018.
If you didn't know,
congratulations. It's 2018. You're 2 days late. But no, I think we just want to talk about like goals. You know, like going into 2018 with a purpose. You know what I mean? And I think it ties into our last podcast where we talked about entrepreneurship and how, you know, making 2018 there you step out, you know, and prepare yourself or either do it. You know
right. And a lot of you gave us great feedback on that podcast. I'm glad that it was very helpful for you guys because we just kind of, you know, we just get on here, we just be talking. To hear that it actually helps you and that you got something from it is great. So
and I rubbed that into Gabrielle.
The positive feedback. Excuse me?
I rubbed that into Gabrielle. Because when we were trying to pick it, she was just like, I don't think that's going to be good.
I didn't think that
I don't think it's going to be good. I'm like, sweetheart, I think that's going to be really good. We got a lot of creative minds that watch us or listen to us. And so I was like, let's just, you know, people have been asking us. They've asked us a long time, like, how'd you do this? How'd you get into this? How do you, you know, manage it? Because some people understand that this is like a for real business.
Right.
It's a career path. I mean, you know, it's something that, you know, we're building something, you know, building a brand. And I think, you know, some people don't realize that, but hopefully the last podcast helped you realize that.
Yeah.
And then also sparked your interest. So that's why we're going to talk about goal setting and making 2018 a year of amazingness.
Okay. All right, for the amazingness. New year, new me. You know, people always say that.
I know.
New year, new me. It's the same old you in the new year. Like, I mean, we can all strive to make changes, but I just think that is the funniest thing when people say that. New year, new me. Okay, well, I also read something today that said 8% of people stick to their New Year's resolutions. 8%. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. And I mean, let's be honest. How many of you, raise your hands,
raise your hands if you're driving or something.
Yeah, if you're driving, be safe. Have done that. Actually completed a full year of a resolution that you said you was going to do. I mean, because I'm guilty of not doing it.
Me too. Like, I can't, I don't know. The last thing that I said, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and I did it all year.
It's just tough.
It's really tough. I mean, it's great to go hard the first quarter, but then what happens, you know?
Yeah, and I think it's where discouragement, you know, that's the thing about goals. Discouragement sets in. And that's why you said, well, let's just jump into it. Let's jump into it.
Well, I thought that's what we're doing.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. So, just so you know, we jumping in now. Like, we are knee deep.
We were already in there,
We are knee deep now. We about to go thigh deep.
First of all, do you believe in the word resolution? Because for the longest, I used to say, I don't make resolutions because what's the point of making a resolution? Like, do you prefer to say goals, or do you think that it really matters, the word that you use?
I don't think it matters what word you use personally. I mean, I think like, it's, for me, I use goals.
Okay.
Right? I use goals. But I mean, I think resolution's just fine. I mean, I think that, you know, I put out a post on Instagram a couple days ago, actually on New Year's, right when it turned New Year's, and just said, forgive your past, set your goals, and achieve your dreams. Mm-hmm. That was my little thing to remind myself, is that, you know, about goal setting for me is about, you know, is forgetting about what you didn't do. You know, don't waste your time regretting because you didn't get this done, or you set a goal before but you didn't do it. None of that matters now. Like, you know, this is a chance for you to just say, okay, it is a new year. I want to be a new me. So I'm going to set a goal, and I'm going to set. That sound like the way I ended goal right there. I feel like I sound like President Obama.
I'm not going to say that, but
the way he says goal, how he quickly ends his words.
How do you know how this man says goal?
He said, you know. Look, y'all remember how PB used to quickly end words?
PB.
He was such a good speaker. Like, he had this way of just, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying to think of something good. Well, basically, you gotta set the goal and continue to work to get towards that goal.
Okay, babe.
And I'm just saying, that was good.
No, I don't think that was good at all, actually.
The way you said goal, I'm not me, not the boys, whatever. All right, but like I said, set the goal. Set the goal, but don't set a goal that's like unrealistic. So set it small goals, right? Which are all going to get you to the big goal. Mm-hmm. So like, it could be, you know, if your goal is to,
break down your goal.
Yeah, break down your goal. Thank you. Yeah.
Break down your goal.
Break down your goal.
What you're trying to say.
Yes.
So if your goal is to lose 30 pounds this year, break that down. Like, how many pounds do you plan to lose in January? Yeah. Like, you can break that down. How many pounds do you plan to lose a week? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bite off more than you can chew. Or don't let the whole year goal just deter you because it seems like too much. You have to, like, break things down. Break them down monthly. Break them down quarterly. Whatever works best for you.
Absolutely. No,
I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Like, don't set yourself up to where you're not understanding or realizing when you get like small victories. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Small victories. Losing one. If you're trying to lose 30 pounds and you lose 1 pound,
be happy.
It's a small victory.
Pound.
I mean, think about it. You know, like, and you have to learn to. I think it's shifting your mindset of a half glass full or a half glass empty mindset to a half glass full. You know, so you're looking at everything and saying, okay, all right, I'm getting it.
Right. It's all about, like, to me, it's all about the habits that it takes to get you there. So you want to lose this weight, but what are the habits that you need to change? What are the things that you need to start cutting out? And no, you don't cut everything out all at once, because that's just setting yourself up for failure. But okay, maybe for this first week, I'm cutting out soda. I'm not going to have pop. You know, then the next week you start cutting out the junk food. And then the next week you start adding in more vegetables. You know, it's like a gradual thing. So all of these gradual habits that you start to build will eventually get you to whatever the goal is that you're trying to get to. And then that goes across the board for whatever. It doesn't just have to be like losing weight. Say you want to start getting up earlier.
Yeah.
Every morning, or like every week. Take a week and say, okay, I'm going to get up 10 minutes earlier than I'm going to set my alarm like 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah. No, it's true.
And then the next week you bump it up to 15. And then you bump it up to 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, just little bitty habits like that is what it adds up over time. And then it builds into this habit. And before you know it, you're doing it. You're up an hour earlier every day.
Absolutely.
Spending that time however you feel like you want to spend it, you know?
Absolutely. No, I mean, it's just about, like, you know, I just believe in just being realistic in anything you're trying to do, right?
Goals,
you know, and just, especially your goals, because so many people get discouraged so quickly, and I'm guilty of doing it too, getting discouraged. You set a goal but you didn't set milestones along the way, right? You just said, you know what, it's look, end all be all. If I don't get there, I failed. That's it. Yeah. It doesn't have to be that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that. You can be proud of yourself for one little small step, or you know, I mean, you just have to think of it that way. Again, it goes to me, like, you know, you think of it in a shift your mindset into a positive view of your life. You know, like, think of things in a very optimistic way. I think it's easy to get wrapped up in, like, being pessimistic or thinking, oh, it's probably gonna not work anyways, or I'm probably not gonna achieve it. How many times have you said that to yourself? Yeah. I mean, you know, why do it? Because it probably won't get it done. Like, I mean, if you live that way in 2017, make a decision to not be that way in 2018, and I guarantee you that you're going to achieve more just because your mindset is different.
Man, thoughts are so powerful. Like, at the end of the day, our thoughts are super powerful, and whatever you focus the most attention on is what you're going to attract. Like, that's what's going to come to you. So it's not even that thing, like, you know, some people will say, well, I'm not pessimistic, I'm just being realistic. Who said that was real? Like, why is that realistic? Like, why is negativity being realistic?
I think that's a misconception.
You know, it's a misconception. Well, I'm just being a realist. No, you're just being negative.
You sound like you're being a pessimist.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, you're still being negative. You can go through life being positive and being
realistic at the same time.
Exactly. But you can still look at it on the optimistic side of things. Yeah.
Like, just choose to be on the positive side of thinking instead of the negative side. That doesn't mean everything's going to go your way or everything's going to be perfect.
Absolutely.
Things are you're still going to have troubles. You know, you're still going to have issues sometimes. But if you look at it from a different viewpoint, and instead of sulking or being, pessimistic and just negative about it, look at it, evaluate, figure out why it happened, and figure out what you can do to make it, to make it not happen again, and move and push forward. Like, it's about. I love this thing from the Army. It's called AARs, or After Action Reviews. It's just basically a recap. We just did something. Let's talk about it. What went good? What went bad? What are we going to do next time? What are some fixes? And let's go ahead and get those incorporated. And then you would do it again, and then you would incorporate those fixes, and then you would do an AAR again. I mean, it's just, I think you should do that in life.
So you should do that, like, at the end of the year. Like, you should maybe think about your last quarter.
Yeah, maybe. Absolutely. Yeah. Like a quarter. If you had goals in that quarter, at the end of that quarter, do a AAR, and like for us, we're better than we're good sometimes we're not as good, but for the business, We do quarterly meeting where we do notes, and we record notes and talk about what went good, what went bad, what we tried to do better. And it's a requirement for a business to have that, for a corporation, but it's also really good because it gives us a chance to just say, hey, all right, well, I didn't like this. This didn't really do well. Let's not do this again.
This really worked for us. Let's try to incorporate this. Just that type of conversation, because I think we should all be taking inventory of every part of our life, like what is going on in your career, what is going on in your spiritual life, what is going on in your family life, what are you making fun of my hand? Like, you have to stop and you have to take inventory of every area of your life, because if it's not working, you need to fix it. Like, nobody's gonna fix it for you.
No, it's true.
And nobody gonna come and wave a magic wand and save you or change everything. So it's like, if you don't know what's not working for you, then you're kind of just going down this same path, not getting anywhere. And I think that's where a lot of us tend to just get stuck, because we're not taking the time to reevaluate, okay, what should we be doing different here? Because this clearly is not working.
No, it's true. What was that saying? People, this is just a saying. I don't know the accuracy of it, but
you don't know the what?
I don't know the accuracy of it.
Oh,
girl, no, it's fine. I don't know the accuracy of it, but people say insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
Absolutely.
So we're not calling you crazy. We're not calling ourselves crazy, but if we continue to do the same thing, but not change anything about it, and it continues to fail,
then we are crazy.
We're crazy if we're continuing to do it. Let's just stop. Change some stuff, try again. If it didn't work, change some stuff, try again until you get it right.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's so many stories and stories and stories of entrepreneurs that create these big multi-billion-dollar businesses that failed so many times. I mean, so that's just important to think about, is that you don't have to be successful the first time you do it.
No, absolutely. Most of the time you won't be successful.
Don't let that discourage you.
What do you do after that? Do you get up and try again? Or do you just go in the corner and sulk and say, well, this is not for me? Like, you gotta keep trying,
It does. So, dirt off your shoulders, you gotta push that dirt off your shoulders.
I thought you were gonna say, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. So many songs.
I wasn't gonna do that one, though.
Whatever, I'm done with you. Okay, so, those are our little tips. We don't we're not experts on this. I feel like I say this every podcast, honestly, that we're not experts. These are just, things that we realized have worked for us.
Yeah, these are absolute our opinions. We're not medical, we're not business, we're not none of the professionals. None of the professionals.
I wouldn't say we're not none of the professionals. We can be professionals.
No, what I mean is we don't have some kind of crazy some kind of awesome certification that says that we are licensed to tell you how to fix your life, but we give our opinions, on how we try to live our life, and we just hope that maybe there's something in there that would help you.
So speaking of resolutions and goals and things, like, have you had a chance to think about your goals for I don't know, first quarter, or what is there anything that is there a main? Because I know some people they don't do goals or resolutions. Maybe they just do a word or an intention for the year. Like, this year, this is my intention for the whole year. Or this is what I'm going to focus on. Do you have a one thing, or a couple of things? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but just wondering.
No, my one word. My one word is execute.
Okay.
It's just, and what I mean by that, obviously execute, but is if I think of something or I want to do something, just execute. Like
your book. What's that book?
The 5-second Rule.
Yeah.
By
I don't know.
Val Robbins or something Robbins. Mel Robbins.
Is it?
5-second Rule. And so she talks about basically once you think of something, you have 5 seconds to either act on it, whatever that act is. You're gonna create it in that 5 seconds, but you got to act on it, or your mind moves on to something else. I took a little bit of that, but then also just in general, just if I want to do something, whether it's just I want to fix I see a light bulb is out in the bathroom, it's just about being just intentional. Just like, okay, bam, do it. Don't put it off. Just execute. Make it happen. Because, there's so many times where you can, just put off these simple little things, and then they start stacking up.
Oh my goodness,
and then it becomes this big, long list of stuff that if you just would have done it in the moment, it would have took you 10 seconds, or it took you 2 minutes to get it done fully, and you've been done. But instead, you push it off thinking you don't have time to do it. Like, it's just about slowing down and just executing.
Yeah.
Don't make life such a busy rush when it doesn't have to be if you're organized and if you're intentional.
Yeah.
So that's my big one for this year.
That's good. That's a good one. Execute. I don't know that I have a word per se. Like, I'm still trying to like formulate what, kind of what I want to focus on. I do know that family is very important.
We are family.
Man. Honestly, like, and more specifically motherhood, because I'm getting ready to start this whole new journey all over again.
Yeah,
sort
baby.
of, starting from the beginning. And I think that in my head, the first quarter of this year is all about mastering that.
Yeah.
Not that it's gonna just take me 3 months to master being a mom of 2 kids and a wife, but like really just taking the time to focus on
you can focus on that though.
Family, like making sure that the family is taken care of, and that I'm doing wifely duties and things like that. Like, that's just something that I really want to make sure that I am focusing on.
Absolutely.
Especially in the beginning here. Like, that's I don't even have very many like career oriented goals for the first quarter, because I'm like, now I'm about to just enjoy motherhood.
Absolutely. Which you should.
Enjoy this time.
This is something you prayed for.
Yeah.
We've prayed for both, but Gabrielle's prayed for her whole life to have a baby girl. You know what I mean? So this is just a big moment for her, and I want her to be able just to spend that time.
Yeah, just
enjoying it, right?
Because I have a tendency to put a lot on my plate.
Yes.
And do a lot of things, so that I'm not really enjoying the other things that I'm doing, because I have so much others. Like, okay, well, let me finish this so I can get to this, or let me finish that so I can get to this. I am thoroughly looking forward to having this baby and sitting on the couch watching TV. I've got a list of movies that I have never seen that I can watch. I mean, just taking that time and not putting too much on my plate. Like, well, let me try to get this done. I'm obviously still going to be working, but I don't have to take on a bunch of projects and a bunch of other things, because this is enough.
Absolutely.
Taking care of 2 kids and my wonderful husband here is enough. Like,
no, true.
Not that you need me to take care of you, but I just want to be better. Yeah, I just want to be better in that area.
So I think it's funny, because when you said you put too much on your plate, I think about I do as well, but that's because I don't like going back for leftovers. Like, I'm lazy, right? So I just put a lot on my plate so that I don't have to get up again. You know what I'm saying?
You have to get seconds. I am so done with you.
I was just like, no, but I think I couldn't wait to put.
He was waiting in the wings, just waiting so he could say that joke.
All right, sweetie, you got your point across. Stop talking.
Let me get it. So yeah, that's my big thing.
No, that's good.
Is family, and then also I did this exercise with my therapist a couple weeks ago, and I've been in therapy for about a year now, over a year, and it's been like the most amazing thing ever for me. But we did this worksheet about core values, and I talked about this on my Instagram stories, and I might have mentioned it in the vlog, but I did this worksheet that kind of laid out all of my core values, and my goal this year is to make sure that I'm running all of my decisions through my core values and making sure that they align with what is really important to me. Like, I did the whole worksheet, and it wasn't easy, because I don't think I've ever really identified what those core values are for me. I still need to print it off so you can do it.
I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, because I would be interested to know what yours are too, just so we can kind of see
how we can balance each other out.
But I'm definitely going to be running all of my decisions through my core values, and if it's not aligned with them, then I don't need to do it.
Smart.
So and I'll try to remember to put the link like, you know, in the information, if you guys want to fill out this core value worksheet as well, because it was an eye opener for me, like, hands down. I loved it. So
she definitely was very excited to do that.
He's like, what is on this core value sheet?
So but you know, it's I think for me too, like on the you know, besides executing, and that just goes across the board, like in life, right? As far as like, you know, personal stuff outside of that is, my goal was to do last year I did a lot of sprint triathlons. I did my first Olympic triathlon. I did my first half marathon. And with the intention of 2018 being my first half Ironman, of which your boy has officially registered.
Hey.
So in July, I will be doing a half Ironman 70.3. I'm very excited. So excited about that. So yeah, that's happening. And then I want to do a full marathon towards the later part of the year. So then in 2019, I can do a full Ironman. So I'm on track to do that. I won't do as many triathlons this year, but I still will do, I'll probably do a good handful, of triathlons, and then maybe a few runs. Because I enjoy it. I mean, I just enjoy it. I think it's a healthy hobby.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's not super expensive. I mean, Ironman's a little more expensive, but I mean, it's something.
I think once you get started, it can be a bit expensive because you're getting all the equipment. But I think at this point, you pretty much have everything.
Yeah, and you just pay for the registration. That's about it.
Yeah.
So that, and then on the other side, on business side or more professional side, is that y'all, I don't know if you know this, but I've been wanting to write a book for a long time, and I've been wanting to write a movie script for a long time. So those are going to be two of my intentions to start in 2018. I'm not giving you any more details other than that, but so be on the lookout for that stuff, because I definitely am excited about that.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. Like, I would say that on the fitness side for me, obviously, it's just getting back to, you know, working out regularly, whatever that looks like for me, and just, you know, getting my snatch back, because I'm done having kids. At least I feel like I'm done having kids. God may say something different, but I know that this year ain't nobody popping up out of here no more. So I'm about to get my snatch back. I'm ready to start running again. I'm looking forward to that, like running with Babe, because I used to be the one that would run, and you know, he wasn't really into it. So I'm looking forward to us running together. Like, he has been motivating me a lot to just like get back into it, because I've just seen how he's been like, okay, I'm going for it with this fitness thing. And it's like, okay, look at Babe. I gotta get my life back together.
I'm excited to run with Gabe. I'm excited because, you know, we do travel a lot, or, you know, a lot of times when we travel, if it's like a extended trip, we'll take somebody with us. So I'm excited for like those mornings if we travel somewhere, or even just here at the house, like whenever we have, you know, say we have, or we go on a date or something, maybe we can like make it a day date and go and do a run and go to the pool, hang out. I mean, I'm just excited about especially running, because we've never done that together.
Yeah, we've never done that together. So I am looking forward to that. He's definitely going to give me something to work towards. I mean, because Babe is obviously uber fast, so that gives me something to push towards, you know, and get back to that, because I haven't run consistently in like a year.
It's been a long time,
yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Another thing that's on my list is to spend more me time. Not necessarily like
who is this me?
Not necessarily like going and, you know, getting my nails done and stuff like that, but more like self-care in terms of like meditating and reading more, studying my Bible more, just reading period more, like having more quiet time, like less time spent on my phone and more time spent without
both
it.
Of us,
honestly, because it's ridiculous how much time you can waste on your phone. I mean, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, they are the biggest time killers ever, and I would love to be able to just delete them, but I kind of need them for my job. So it's about creating the balance and letting me pick up my phone not be the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. Like that's a huge goal of mine, is to set aside that first hour when I wake up and the first hour or the last hour of the day to be without my phone. Like this is something we've talked about for a long time.
So we're going to really work towards that this year.
Yeah, man. I really need to invest in more like just quiet time. Like quiet as in the noise from everybody else.
Absolutely. So separately, and then also together as a couple.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely. So.
And then as a family with our 2 kids and dog.
I know, right? Just spending that quality time. And it goes back to family. Like, a lot of times we be sitting, all of us, in the same room on each of our devices.
It's crazy.
You know, like, think of how many times you do that with your own family, where you're sitting at the table, maybe to eat, but you all on your devices.
All on your phone. Or when you got, how many times you went out to eat and you see a family next to you, whenever you look up from your phone and you look over and see the table next to you and everybody's on their phone.
Yeah, that's
it's become a
really bad habit.
You know, a bad habit that we've identified, and it is tougher because we, you know, work in social media, but that's not an excuse.
It's not.
We can still have office hours. We can still have, you know, we can still interact with all you and all, you know, all the peeps, everybody that's listening or watching, in an effective way without
always feeling like we have to be on. You know,
Absolutely.
like yeah. Okay. Chad.
Oh,
Chad,
you were so funny.
You paused that.
That is hilarious.
Chad went to the restroom and he's waiting for someone.
So he was like, oh.
He's been saying, I'm done.
You laughing in there?
Yeah, so that's definitely something that we're going to be working on collectively. You know.
Yeah.
Getting it together.
We about to resolute that.
Resolute. Okay. But a resolute.
Resolute?
Yeah.
I don't know if that fits, but
I don't either. But all right.
All right.
So, you know, we hope that this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully this prompts you to start thinking about, you know, your resolutions if you haven't, or setting your goals and trying to figure out like how you can break them down into smaller goals so that you actually stay on track.
Absolutely.
We want you to, at the end of this year, be like, you know what? I did that, okay? Like 2018 was my best year because I stayed on track with what it was I wanted to do.
Yeah, and just, I mean, when you're looking at, again, when you're setting these goals, when you sit down and you think about what you want to achieve this year, like, just, you know, be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Be realistic with what you think you can handle, but also put a few little pieces in there. Put a few, like, dreamer goals in there, right? You know what I'm saying? Put a few in there because, I mean,
if it seems too big, write it down anyway.
Write it down anyways. Only God knows what's going to happen in, you know, this year for you. But at the same time, you know, it's all about letting yourself know your intentions and then also letting God know your intentions. I mean, He knows them, but He wants. I mean, I feel like He wants you to. He wants to hear you talk about what you want to achieve, and yeah. So I mean, I think that's going to be a good way to really go into 2018 focused, you know, ready to execute and be proud. You know, setting yourself to be proud of yourself. Right. You
Absolutely.
know?
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Yeah, with that said, you guys, I think that's it. That's pretty much all that I have for goal setting in 2018 and new year, new me. Let's do it.
Absolutely. I mean,
let's do the damn thing.
Get this done. And as always, we appreciate you listening, or watching, or both. And we just, you know, you know how to connect with us. So you know, connect with us. Check out the notes, you know, down below. Especially if you're on iTunes, just rate us, review us,
comments,
do all that good stuff.
Yeah, if you have any questions or topics that you would love for us to cover in future episodes, definitely send us an email at letsmakeoutpodcast@gmail.com. And you can use the hashtag AskGabeandBabe for questions that you want us to cover on air.
Absolutely. So
yeah, you guys.
First one, 2018.
In the books, y'all.
In the books, y'all. So yeah, thank you so much for listening.
We'll see you next time.
We will.
Bye, guys.
Deuces. So y'all.
Happy.
Woohoo!
Done.
Episode 6, shout it. Yeah, Chad here.
He's so funny.
He's so funny. He's on.
Boy wants some Cheetos.
He got all types of stuff. The loudest snacks.
I know, right?
Here you go, sweetie.
Hey, goodbye.
I have the loudest sound when I eat.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you say?
You're welcome.
But yeah, so
thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
And
hopefully next time we're filming one of these, we got a baby girl.
I know, right? No, well, I don't know. We're gonna film another one in a couple of days. So
Well,
hopefully we can get a couple in the.
Well, no. Hopefully by the next one that you like, our next episode, we have a baby girl.
Oh, by next Thursday.
That's what I mean, by next Thursday.
Oh, that makes sense. Yes. Hopefully she is here by then.
Yes.
Yeah. So pray for us on that.
Right.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Bye.